in the oven. The oven.
The oven.
Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven.
The oven.
Yep. The oven. The oven. The oven. Smells good. The oven.
The oven.
Yep.
All right, we're back for another mini oven. I'm Mario. That's my Croatian co-host, Franco, a.k.a. Papa Fazul.
Papa.
So I'm sure you guys have seen on Instagram, we're getting a lot of views on that Lisa Ann video.
Yep.
Lisa Ann talking shit about me. I mashed it up with her arrest video. We think it's pretty funny. People are finding it pretty funny. But, you know, in honor of that, I want to know, like, what's your top 3 or top 5 porn stars?
Top 5 porn stars? Oh my god. Is it I probably couldn't I watch amateur, bro. I can't, I don't know their names.
That's so ridiculous. So ridiculous. Franco's at home watching fucking he's watching porn of your sister on the computer.
No, come on, dude. That's bad.
It's fucking amateur. It could be.
I mean, I guess it could be, but I don't know.
Like,
I mean, other than
now, like with HD and the actresses and everything is so nice. You're watching amateur.
man, you guys are always the Brazzers guys. You had the Brazzers password. I was just chilling.
I never had a Brazzers password. I forget whose Brazzers password I had.
Well, not you. Maybe it wasn't your password, like your own personal password, but you had.
I shared it. Yeah, I did have it for a second.
But no, I don't know. Porn stars. Lisa Ann is probably one of the only porn stars I can name. Is she even still a porn star?
She's retired now.
You retired from that game?
How long? How long can you keep your legs open for?
Oh man, that's I don't know, man. That's to me.
So Lisa Ann was always my favorite, but I don't know. I feel like that was more like the milfy.
Yep.
I'm a kid.
Yeah.
She's the milfy vibe. So it's like
when we were growing up, Lisa Ann was like,
yeah,
Lisa Ann.
Yeah, she had the whole milf Sarah Palin thing going on.
Yeah.
Just remind you of like that one friend that had the half mom that you wanted to fuck his mom. It's just
I don't know why this makes me think about this, but thinking about thinking about porn stars back in the day, you probably downloaded Lisa Ann's like LimeWire back when we were kids. When I say MTV music videos, what's the first music video that comes to mind?
touching you, touching me.
That's a good one, man.
That's good, right?
Oh man, we gotta work on that. But
I believe in a thing called love.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man, that's a good one. Right away, I think of like Beyonce, Crazy in Love. That was like my favorite music video. That made me like have a crush on Beyonce. That might have been my first.
That would be his favorite.
That would have been my. That might have been my. She might have been my like celebrity crush when I was younger. Her and who was the girl that sang? Oh come on, it's some. It'll come back to me. You Rob would know. We got to cut this part. Something like a man, she's like a woman. Who is that?
What I feel like.
Yeah, that girl.
That's so old though. Isn't that Shania Twain?
Shania Twain. Wow. I remember like before like getting on like the elementary school bus.
You like that?
To Shania Twain. Good call, dude. What's your top 5?
Top 5. So I'll start at 5. I was thinking about this. This was a late edition.
Means nothing to me.
This was a late edition today, but Asa Akira. That was an oldie but a goodie right there. I forgot she existed, and I thought about it today. She had the perfect, like, shocked, hopeless orgasm face.
Show it to the camera.
I'm a big, like, it's like they don't know if they're going to cry or come. They're like, my God, oh my God.
Face the camera.
I can't. I don't even know how to do it. But it's like they can't believe what's happening right now. I love that. So that's number 5. Lisa Ann. She's in the top 5 somewhere, but like I said, she's not my favorite anymore. That was just that stage in my life.
You passed
and
that
then
phase?
Yeah, past that stage. And then you got Tommy King. It's a guy's name, but it's a girl.
Mario's number 3.
She's got
Tommy King.
Look her up quick, Rob. She's got the she's brunette, fat ass, good bangs.
Sounds like Mario's.
Who died? Who? Who?
Cagney Lynn Carter. Does that mean anything to you?
Cagney Lynn Carter? I don't think I was ever really a
She
fan
sounds
of
like she's
that.
from the Disney Channel.
Literally. Number 2, Carly Gray. That's strictly sentimental.
Carly
and then
Gray?
yeah, Carly Gray. And then I got number 1. I can't find any new videos on her. I think she's retired too, but she reminds me of Sofia Vergara. Esperanza Gomez
That's a good
is
name.
the absolute. I think she's my all-time favorite. She has a ginormous clit, but Rob's looking at. She's cute, right? That's Tommy King. You didn't know her?
Cute. She's cute, right?
Rob's acting all goody-goody over there now because he's got a girlfriend.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, but Esperanza Gomez. I remember the first time I ever slept with my first ESL girl. Reminded me of Esperanza Gomez. I was like, oh my God, I'm in heaven.
Your first ESL girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what ESL is. Bro.
English is a second language.
Me with that?
It was like all my dreams come true right there.
Man. I don't even know where to go with this after all this porn star talk. I have nothing to bring to this conversation.
Franco watches fucking. He breaks out the old VHSs and watches homemade videos for his fucking.
The first thing I bought with my fake ID back in the day was that me and Josh went to see Avenue Q with, it might have been like his mom and his grandma. We went off in the city by ourselves, and I just got that brand new fake ID. It was awesome. Haven't even bought beer with it yet. And me and Josh walked past one of those like adult video stores in the city, and I walked in like I was 22 years old and bought a Girls Gone Wild tape, and I had to walk around with it in my pocket the whole time throughout the whole day.
Bro, being in 5th grade, and like, remember there was that one Brandon Solo's sleepover. Dude, the Girls Gone Wild commercials would come on, and
Dude.
we would think that was the best thing in the world.
But the videos were never nearly as good. I feel like the commercials showed all the best parts.
I never bought the videos.
I bought 2 of them when we were like 16 years old, 15 years old.
Literally.
I
He's
really
watching,
do like
he's
that.
watching Girls on Spring Break.
We're like 16, bro. We're watching out of sleepovers. At sleepover at Josh's.
The two LimeWire pornos I remember. Shout out to your parents because we downloaded on their computer. But
My parents.
was the Paris Hilton and Kim K. Those were the 2 that I remember.
Dude. That LimeWire time. I got acid reflux again, Mario. I'm telling you, it's bad.
Don't worry about it. Coffee, coffee.
That LimeWire period. I mean, I have a story to tell. I don't know. And Kathy watches this show, so it's going to be real interesting. We were little kids. And you remember, we might have to cut this, but I'm going to tell it. Remember when we were younger and we used to download the LimeWire videos and the pictures? So we were trying to print them at my house one day. I don't remember if you were with me, but we were trying to print them in Kathy's printer, and the computer froze. Like the PC froze. I know Dan was with me. We just shut the computer down thinking like, oh, nothing will happen. Middle of the night, my aunt's printer starts and all these naked pictures start flowing out. Like middle of the night, wakes her up. And I wake up in the morning. I don't even remember what grade we're in. She's like, I'm just gonna assume this was you. She goes, don't ever use my computer like that again. I'm not telling mom and dad. I'm like, oh my God. Imagine middle of the night, you get woken up by that.
Oh, you were so innocent too.
I know. Did I keep him? Yeah, probably.
Of course, you kept them. Oh yeah, did she give them to you? She gave them to you?
Yeah, she gave them to me.
Oh, well, that was nice of her.
Yeah, and Kathy's not a party pooper.
I want to talk about the NBA All-Star game that just took place this past weekend.
Okay.
397 combined points. Why even have the game?
No.
Why even have the game?
NBA All-Star Weekend is trash, other than the Sabrina and Steph Curry 3-point contest. But, like, in my opinion, the best All-Star Weekend of any sport is MLB. MLB, hands down.
Beats football, beats basketball.
NFL the All-Star Weekend is also trash. What's that? What is it there? Pro Bowl weekend, whatever they want to do. I like that they had the golf this time around, which is pretty cool to watch. But all in all, MLB's number one.
Yeah.
NHL after that. I love the NHL skills competition. But NBA, man, there's no defense played in the regular games. Imagine the defense they're going to play in the All-Star game.
Right. It's insane. And you know the the game, like all other sports, it's all come down to the bottom line. It's all about money. The teams want to make their money. The players want to make their money. And why would you risk getting hurt giving 110% in an all-star game that doesn't really bring you anything?
That brings you nothing. I mean, I don't even know. Does it get you home court advantage at all?
Nothing.
Nothing, right? So,
Nothing. In basketball, nothing. So, I mean, I love picking your brain about this. How do they make the NBA All-Star game more competitive?
I honestly, I think they stop the game in general. I think they make it, more geared towards celebrities and athletes coming together and playing a bigger celebrity game. Maybe that holds a little bit more weight in the weekend. I think more.
Why not pay the players? Why not come up with a serious number to really make these players want to play?
That's an option. That could definitely be an option. But I mean, do you think the NBA is willing to? I mean, I guess they would be. They just started doing the in season tournament. So, there's money to be thrown around. But again, at the same time, if these guys are on contract, that might have to go into their contract before they even sign it. If they become an all-star, said money is put towards that, so they actually play. But I think you'd also see a lot of guys just sitting out, like they do in the Pro Bowl. A lot of guys don't even go to the Pro Bowl.
But I don't care. I don't care if they sit out. Let them sit out.
Mm-hmm.
It's better off having someone who's young and hungry and actually wanting to be there, trying their best, than having the best player in the league try 50%.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I would be all for, just like I said, just ixnaying the basketball game altogether and showing like a really cool skills competition. There's so many different things that, all these guys are athletes now, which is why I like the fact that football brought in the golf aspect, getting these guys on a par 3 and doing it closest to the pin. Do that with the basketball guys. All these guys golf. All these guys, you could do something with.
Yeah, but the fans want to see their sport.
I mean, but do they? Because
remember when we were kids in the early 2000s? All our favorite baseball players competing at a high level, all the best players in the same field. Those all-star games were amazing.
Yeah, and they still are. But that's why I say MLB is the best all-star weekend.
So it can be done. NBA's got to figure out how to do it for their sport. You don't have to play golf for the basketball all-star weekend. Play basketball. I think I mean, this will never happen, but could you imagine if it was like the team that won, whether it was East Coast or West Coast, they get to decide like 3 players on the other team that now they can pull like from the team they play on in the regular season, they could pull them to a different team. How crazy would that be?
That
would be like Russian roulette all-star weekend.
Yeah, I don't know if that could ever happen.
It would never happen, but that's a cool, pretty sick concept, no?
I think in order to make a good start would be letting them wear their actual NBA like team uniforms rather than these East-West uniforms. Bring it back to the old days where you get the nice little Grizzlies uniforms out there.
I love it,
Bulls.
and I love that in baseball. I think baseball should wear their home jerseys for sure. Basketball, it's fast paced. It's a little more offense defense. I think that could get a little tricky with knowing who's on your team. No, but like the different color. It's easy when you have everyone on your team wearing the same color for basketball. I think it's different with basketball because it's a little more fast paced than baseball, or at least more offense defense kind of.
I remember like back in the day, like the Scholastic Book Fair, always getting like the Michael Jordan poster, the Lamborghini poster. Like that was always like a big thing. Like getting those. I always had the Michael Jordan poster, the Scottie Pippen posters.
Well, the fact that you just brought up the second best basketball player of all time, I just want to bring up the best basketball player, LeBron James.
Okay.
Him talking about his farewell tour. And he's like, yeah, I'm not sure how much time I have left in this game, but I never really handled praise well, so I'm not too sure if I really would want to do a farewell tour. Rob, if you got COVID, go home.
Yeah, keep coughing
sitting over there
Rob.
coughing.
He's got the spicy joint over there.
Or stop smoking if you can't handle it. But, come on. You're the best player. You're arguably the best player ever. You've had a tremendous career. You're an insane athlete. Give the fans a proper farewell. I think it's a nice touch. It's an icing on the cake of a really great career. You're going to sit there and use the excuse like, I don't handle praise well. I might not do my farewell tour. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I hear you, but I also respect that in the fact. I don't know if I would want a farewell tour.
He wants to leave the door open so he can come back.
Not enough with that. I
yeah.
hate when the players come back after retirement. It's played out now.
I mean,
Michael Jordan, Tom Brady.
He's still playing at a super high level though, so
Yeah.
I don't see that farewell tour being next year or the year after. So he's gonna have some time. Might even, I mean, a lot of people are saying they don't want to see him play with Bronny because it kind of shapes a path for Bronny. That Bronny's probably not even close to on the cusp of breaking. Being like his father. He's a great athlete in himself, but he's a different ball player, different stature altogether. So LeBron. I'm a LeBron fan just because of how do you not like LeBron? The people that don't like LeBron just must love Michael Jordan so much because you're like you said, you're arguably watching one of the best basketball players of all time. You get to see him in his prime, and you get to remember these years. You got to give some respect to that man. He is the Tom Brady of the NBA. So I just don't understand how people don't like LeBron. Or at least respect LeBron.
Yeah, and like these guys like LeBron, like Tom Brady, that have such long careers, right? Now that we're getting older, I appreciate those guys that much more. You know what I mean? Like, I get out of bed and I'm like, oh, my calf I got a knot in my calf. My back hurts.
My back hurts.
What I mean?
Bro, I went.
And these guys are playing at a top level, close to their 40s, into their 40s. It's crazy.
I mean, what I can say about that is obviously they have the best trainers available. They have more than enough time throughout their day to wake up, go get training done. But again, I was sore after the 3-point contest at Richie's house. So I can't, and I'm 32. I can't imagine.
I was out of breath during my winning post contest interview.
You ran around the perimeter like an airplane, and then was out of breath.
No, but I mean that just speaks to like you said, they have the best doctors, the best trainers, the best everything, the money that some of these athletes buy hyperbaric chambers and this and that. It's insane, but it's not the case with every athlete, and it just shows you their discipline and the mentality that they have, and how much some of these guys treat their bodies like a temple, and really put that effort in. They avoid, all kinds of toxins and bad things for your body, and just focus on putting the right things into it and putting the time into it. And I don't know. I guess, I hit 32 and I'm a little, feeling a little depressed about my age, but, good for them for staying, keeping it up.
Have you ever done yoga?
I've done yoga. I have.
That's something I really want to get back into. We were doing that, twice a week at school. And I feel like yoga is such a big thing for these athletes now, just being able to be flexible because they're all just absolute monsters of people. They have their muscles and joints have to be so tight. And for me, I feel like just yoga and being flexible is the main thing. We were talking on Fox Sports Radio a little bit about all the injuries nowadays. And these athletes are just new people there. Evolution is obvious. So it's are they working out too hard? Are they working out too much? Why is everyone getting hurt? And I'm just thinking about my yoga days back in the day. I started 2 weeks ago, starting really get back into not say yoga, but stretching a little bit more than just 10 minutes. And dude, it helps my whole entire body. My whole body. You stretch your legs, your back cracks. It's crazy that everything's just combined. Everything's connected like that.
Piggybacking off of yoga, I've made it a point to start meditating this year.
Yeah, I would love to see you meditate,
bro. Me and meditation don't go.
No, I figured
we're like oil and water. Okay, I had to stop meditating the other day because I was having a panic attack. I was like, I can't be this calm.
Mario's the only person that panics while meditating. He's actually sitting there sweating.
I don't know. They're like, all right, close your eyes, focus on your breath. Sit. First off, I can't sit Indian style for more than 40 seconds. They want me to sit 5 minutes Indian style.
That's because you got that problem with your calves, right?
My hip, I got the torn hip. I got the calf problem. My left foot's going numb. I'm like, what is going on? I had to stop. I felt terrible. I feel like, oh, did I ruin the meditation? I opened my eyes because I got so stressed out. But I felt uncomfortable.
You can't open your eyes, right? During meditation? You're not supposed to, at least?
I don't know. I'm using some beginner app on my phone. Literally, it was 5 minutes of the easiest breath work ever, and I could barely handle it. So wish me luck on this week's round.
I would love. So we've been talking about getting back into boxing classes and stuff like that. I would love to get back into yoga. Maybe find a nice gym, do some good yoga, and hit the bag a little. I see my
workout,
bag just
yoga, and hit the bag.
Yeah, not all on the same day.
No, I mean, you know me. For Lent, I gave up alcohol. I'm kind of just trying to be health conscious again. I'm back in the gym every day. I'm feeling good. I got to tell you, no alcohol It's addictive. It's like waking up on a weekend and like being myself and ready to go. I've gone through phases where I've done this, but like again, maybe the 32 and getting depressed and getting older. I might push it past Lent. I might push the
What did
sobriety.
you give up? What did you give up last Lent?
Last Lent I gave up coffee and I stuck with it.
Did you?
Baby. Yeah.
Did you give up jerking off on Lent?
I did. Anytime I did that, anytime I gave up porn for Lent, never lasted.
Oh my God. I remember those days.
But big news this week.
Let's hear it.
So you can just eat Cheerios
I love Cheerios.
instead of using condoms now because they're terrible for your fertility. They cause infertility.
I thought you were going somewhere good with that.
Franco's like, oh, wait, I can just eat Cheerios and go raw?
Oh. No, I was happy you said Cheerios.
So they
I
found
crushed Cheerios, bro. That's not good.
You might have no swimmers left.
My shit's doing the backstroke. Fuck.
Swimming backwards. Yours is like
No, they're literally my swimmers are me in the water. I can't even open my eyes underwater. These things, they're lost, bro.
between that and the THC, bro.
Why? What's wrong with THC?
Cheerios and THC. Daily smoking lowers your.
Say it with your chest if you're gonna talk to me about this.
Well, I'm letting you know. I mean, I don't want to put you down. I don't want to put you down, but that's why Waka Flocka Flame stopped smoking
Why?
because it lowers your sperm count. Like daily cannabis use, smoking.
You waited a year and a half into doing this podcast to tell me that?
A year and a half. You've been smoking the way you smoke for the last decade. I didn't want to ruin your flow now.
I feel all right.
I figured I'd let you know when you finally settled down with a nice girl.
Oh, hold on. The mic is falling.
All right, we fixed Franco's mic. We're back to the Cheerios. So, like I said, Cheerios cause infertility. 80% of people tested in the study, 80% of Americans tested positive
For Cheerios?
for the pesticide that they found in Cheerios. It's called chlormequat. It was found in Cheerios and Quaker Oats. And that pesticide is linked to infertility. So now you know.
The more I know, the better.
So since you are going to stop eating Cheerios now, I'll let you know my top 3 in case you need some pointers on a new cereal.
Some headway towards a new,
No,
new
honestly,
cereal brand.
I'm going to give you my top 3, but I haven't had cereal since I'm a kid. It's just absolute poison. You never hear anything good about cereal or what's in it. It's all fake sugar, fake this, fake that. It's all garbage. It's all American propaganda and marketing. It's stick to fucking eggs for breakfast.
I heard eggs for breakfast aren't good either, though.
Said who? Same person that's telling you not to eat fat?
Said Netflix, you are what you eat. Watch it. It'll make you open your eyes a little bit.
Eggs are the way to go. Eggs are
hearing
nature's multivitamin.
Fruit and water. Fruit and water in the morning.
The fruit that's covered in pesticides Franco's pushing right now.
Bro.
Kid's a clown.
You could eat anything. Everything is covered in pesticides.
Stick to meat and eggs.
If you don't grow it in your own backyard, don't eat it. Put it that way. That's basically where we're at.
If it don't grow, don't eat it. You know what's crazy? It's so simple and so obvious. It's so obvious, but I never really thought about it, and it got me thinking the other day. You have never eaten a piece of fruit that wasn't rotting.
Explain.
As soon as you pick the fruit, the rotting process starts. So you've never eaten a fruit that wasn't rotting.
Unless you ate it fresh off the...
No,
unless you bit it right off the vine.
Yes. Okay, sure. If you bit it right there, you didn't eat it rotting. But
Well, I guess it's not that bad for you. Well, we always think about how... I mean, I don't know if I've asked this on the podcast before, but we brought it up when we were younger, especially. Like, imagine... everyone dies, obviously. But some people die of just natural causes. So it's like, imagine like the air that we're breathing, like just slowly kills you. Like it's not like what you're eating. It's not what's put in the food. It's the air that we're breathing in just slowly kills you. Because why else would we age like that?
How crazy would that be if like oxygen was the key to our life, but also was killing us at the same time?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
So I don't think oxygen would be the case. I just feel like there's too many studies right now that show the importance of oxygen and how literally you can, just by practicing breath work and providing oxygen to different cells. I mean, there's I don't know any studies off the top of my head, but I do remember looking at articles and seeing videos of like the power of oxygen in fighting cancer. You know? So there's different studies like that, but yes, I have thought about that. What happens, like H2O, water?
Bro, like why does like a
You
person
need water, but it's killing you at the same time? Could be mind blowing.
it makes no sense. Like why does a person who, let's say,
Well,
you
if
know,
you drink tap water, it's killing you at the same time, just letting you know.
can't tell you last time I had tap water. No, but like you gotta think about like people who, let's say like an elderly woman who passed away at the age of 95 just due to natural causes, had nothing. She never smoked. She wasn't a drinker. You know, she ate organic. She grew the food in her backyard, but she had to die. From what? For what reason? The air she's breathing, the water she's drinking, just slowly takes over after a while.
Well, also too, I mean, it comes down to genetics and your DNA, and obviously your environment. But I believe it's around your mid-20s, like your cells start to decline. Like you slowly start dying from your 20s.
Why? Like that's my question. It's like why? Because if I haven't done anything bad up until then, why do I start? You know, if I'm healthy in every way, the air or the water we're drinking is just taking us over.
No,
It was just a thought. It's just a thought,
No,
thought that I've had.
I've thought about it too. Now that I don't want to go down another rabbit hole.
Yeah,
We'll go to the next subject.
That is no rabbit.
I was on Instagram the other day, and am I the only person who like likes a story? Like I'll heart a story, or you'll send the fire emoji or heart eyes, and you know, give them a lot of Instagram love, but know in your head, like I'm never going to pursue this person. Like,
Oh, you're saying like
strictly Instagram relationships.
no. I mean, to be honest with you, I don't even really like too much stuff.
No, I know. You don't even like the oven.
No, I like
never
the
heart
oven.
the oven shit.
Yes,
you never
I
heart
do.
my shit. You don't heart stories. You don't heart stories. You don't heart. 3 accounts he's got. I can't get one heart.
Hey, put up some better content, kid. No, I don't know, man. For me on Instagram, I'm like, if I'm on Instagram, I'm on and off. I'm on Instagram to post real quick, maybe scroll like top couple people, I guess. I don't know. And then other than that, I'm back on.
No,
Back off.
I see where you're coming from. I mean, before we had the podcast, I actually put time restraints
Yeah, I
on
remember
my
that.
social media on my phone. I was doing no social media Monday to Thursday.
Yeah, should go back to that.
I wish I could.
I know.
We're working the Oven Podcast Instagram. Since then, I haven't been able to. But as soon as I and Franco are relieved of social media duties, I can promise you, back to the restraints. I felt great. Just focused,
Yeah.
not distracted. Like right now, I probably have 7 relationships on Instagram. Strictly Instagram relationships.
And they all look alike.
What's my type? What's my type? Give me 3 qualities of that. What's the theme of my women? Give me 3 qualities.
She's a little bit thicker on the bottom than she is up top. She's got brown hair. She comes from a nice Italian family. and a little +1 on the top would be if she has bangs that just hang a little bit on top of her forehead.
I hate you.
I want to give you one thing that I saw on Instagram the other day when I was actually scrolling a little bit. It was awesome. I didn't know. They do a virtual rock, paper, scissor where they start with like 10 rocks, 10 scissors, 10 pieces of paper, and they all like bang into each other. And whatever, like if the rock hits the paper, the rock becomes a paper. And it's like a tournament, like the last one standing wins, and then it becomes so I've watched. And you know I'm a big rock, paper, scissors guy. What do you usually throw first?
I'm a big scissor guy first. I know you're not.
No, I'm a rock guy.
Yeah.
But I always used to get mad at people when they would throw paper because because I'm a rock guy. And I used to call it desperation paper. Like, who throws paper first? I watched the rock paper scissors tournament 3 times in a row. Paper won.
Wow.
And I might have turned into a paper guy. So if you're looking for some competitive rock paper scissors, don't throw rock first.
Well, we used to get in trouble in our lunch period. What was that, 11th grade? We would have legit rock, paper, scissors tournaments in lunch.
Who was yelling at you, Jill?
I don't remember who it was. It was probably Jill. But before we go to the next subject, we went on the rant about infertility. I want to know your top 3 cereals.
Ooh, I want to. It sucks that Cheerios is doing that to people, and maybe myself. Honey Nut Cheerios is number 1, hands down.
That's still number 1 on your list now?
Well, I'm going. I haven't changed yet. Just because you told me about I've been eating Honey Nut Cheerios since I'm 6. So
says a lot about you.
Honey Nut Cheerios, Cookie Crisp. I love. Why is that on yours? Do we agree on that?
Yeah. We never agree on anything.
Let's go. And really, man, it's such a toss up for the last one. I'd probably go with Reese's Puffs just because I love anything Reese's. Reese's just came out with a Reese's Caramel. Bro, I haven't found it yet, but 7-Eleven needs to get on that. But yeah, I would go Honey Nut Cheerios, Cookie Crisp, Reese's Puffs. What about you?
So my number 3 was Cookie Crisp.
Okay.
That was my number 3. Number 2, Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch berries. I don't, right? The ones
just
with
berries or the mix? Because they do make just berries.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they make. I'm pretty sure it's called Simply Berries.
Oh, so you know what? My number 2 would be the berries.
Yeah, the berries
Crunch
are good.
berries.
It's just so sweet, man. I'm actually getting acid reflux thinking about it.
Yeah, but that's what it's about. It's about. So Rob's complaining right now because every conversation we have, I flip flop. It's just I'm receptive, okay? I'm open.
Mario's intuitive.
I'm in tune.
And what's your number 1?
Cookie Crisp, Captain Crunch berries. Number 1. If you think the other ones are sweet, this is gonna get you bad. Fruity Pebbles.
I knew you
number 1.
I knew you were going Fruity Pebbles.
And I love the Fruity Pebbles because I love soggy cereal.
That's such a basic answer, bro.
If it's
Fruity
not
Pebbles.
soggy, I don't want it.
No, soggy.
I let my cereal sit until it's soggy, and that's the
gross.
best cereal.
That's gross. That's you're 0 for 2 on that. Fruity Pebbles are just okay. Fruity Pebbles is at the top of everyone's list is because like everyone told you that you have to like Fruity Pebbles. It's like everyone's
Who
like
told me I had to
everyone's
like Fruity Pebbles.
Everyone's just like, oh, who's your top 3 rappers? Everyone's like, oh, Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z is the Fruity Pebbles of cereal.
Jay-Z ain't my favorite rapper.
Nah, it's Jay-Z is the Fruity Pebbles of cereal. You like Fruity Pebbles because everyone. How many times do you have Fruity Pebbles? 6?
6 times? No. When I was a kid and you wanted cereal, I would say, "Mom, get me Fruity Pebbles."
I can't sit here and agree with your Fruity Pebbles. The Fruity Pebbles actually made me. It's like you when you got mad at me for saying Home Alone is the best Christmas movie. That's like Fruity Pebbles is Home Alone. Fruity Pebbles is
on
Home
your
Alone.
list. Honey Nut Cheerios is the most generic ass answer ever. Okay, you and every other generation was like, "Oh, Honey Nut Cheerios." My grandmother, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah, and then you and all the Gen Zs, oh, Fruity Pebbles. I love them.
But hey, listen, agree to disagree, but we got the Cookie Crisp.
We did have Cookie Crisp on the list. I'm actually surprised by that.
Yeah.
Cookie Crisp had some of the best milk when you were done with it. Like you had like the little bit of milk left. I'm a big like at the end of the cereal bowl though. Like I'm slurping. I'm slurping it with.
Yeah,
Slurping it with the cereal. Yeah.
Pause.
Just write down. Why you go spoon the whole time and then drink the milk? You go milk or cereal first?
If you pour your milk before the cereal, there's something wrong with you.
I obviously I go cereal first, but I love like when I get done with one bowl and I have like a little bit of milk left. I put some brand new cereal and a little bit more milk on top. Oh,
that's
up
two
top,
for us.
up
That's
top
two for us.
Oh man, that's
Wow.
my favorite.
That's the best bowl.
That's the best bowl. It's the second bowl is the best bowl.
And like when your parent let you just grab the biggest Tupperware you had instead of a bowl. You're like, listen, Mom, if I come back, I'm going to have 3 bowls of cereal. Just let me grab the big-ass Tupperware out of the cabinet, and you're pouring half a gallon and all the cereal in there.
Pint of milk in it.
You know, when you hit that age where your mom didn't, like, yell at you for doing that because you're going to finish it all anyway?
That's why we all have stomach problems nowadays.
Yeah, literally.
That's it. Yeah, I used to love back in the day when we used to have like parties and ice cream was always like the big dessert. You get the tubs of ice cream. I used to love making my ice cream into like soup. I used to just mash it up until it was like soupy. That was my favorite kind of ice.
See, I would do that too because, like, for some reason, my teeth could never, ever handle cold. My whole life, teeth just couldn't handle it. So you soup it up a little bit. It's a little bit warmer.
And it goes right. That was my favorite. I was a big. I haven't.
Frank will do anything to slurp.
I'm gonna make some soupy ice cream tonight. I haven't had ice cream in a while. Now we're talking about it. It's get me going. Get my intrusive thoughts going.
So it snowed again.
Yeah, I didn't even know it was supposed to. I didn't know it was supposed to snow the second time.
I thought it was supposed to be like a little bit, like 50% chance, a little bit of flurries. I look at my window. I'm like, I gotta shovel again. I didn't shovel once the past 2 years, and I've already shoveled twice now this winter.
I love how Phyllis was like, "Yeah, I shoveled the front door. We don't use the front door."
My sister, she was off from school and work. You know, she did a nice thing. She came to my grandma's. She calls me after. She's like, "Oh yeah, like the snow was just a little heavy. I shoveled what I could." She's like, "I shoveled all by the front door." And what Frank was referring to is my response was, "Thank you, but we used the back door."
It's never enough for Mario. It's never enough.
So back to the snow. I'm going to go off on a little rant. Franco had to hear my rant the other day. He's got to hear it again.
This
I
rant?
don't care.
Okay.
Listen.
All right.
Clear the snow off your fucking cars. Clear it off.
Why?
It's a hazard. It's a hazard. Especially when the snow starts to melt and then freezes on top of your car and then flies off another day. Hazard. You got women and children. You got old women driving on the road. Some old person freaks out because you got ice and big chunks of snow falling off your car. And listen, don't lift your fucking Jeep or your pickup truck if you can't clean the top of your car. I'm on Hempstead Turnpike the other day. Some guy in a lifted Jeep driving, and I'm playing Grand Theft Auto in my BMW. I'm like, what is going on?
You were probably driving like an asshole behind him too, which is why you're playing GTA in your Beamer.
I heard Suggs when you guys got out of my car the other day. He's like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah. Mario drove us to Wales. He gets out. Suggs looks at me. He goes, "Man, he really drives like an asshole now, huh?" I was like, "Dude, ever since he got the Beamer, he drives like he has a Beamer. It's like something happens to you." No, I hear you. When we were driving to Richie Hosin's house to play some to do a 3-point contest, and we're driving. We're in my truck, and we're passing this truck on the Southern State. And Mario looks at me. He goes, "Look at this fucking guy with all this snow on the back of his truck." And I'm looking at him I'm like, "Bro, it's all the snow that fell off the top of his truck. It's now on the bed." He's like, "Well, fucking clear it. Men and women and children on the road." I'm like, "Bro, relax. Look at the back of my truck."
Don't leave your driveway if you're not going to clean your truck bed and your roof of your car.
Well, it's all going to come
Clean
up.
it
I
up.
mean, I was trying to shake
No,
it.
the bed cover.
Yeah, I was trying to shake it. Like,
It's a hazard. And
it's
annoying.
it's hazardous.
I don't need a brick of ice hitting my car while we're driving on the highway, smashing my windshield.
It's hazardous.
It's a hazard. It's a serious, and you should. I hope you get a ticket next time because you should. You can get a ticket for that.
Can you?
Yeah. See, Rob agrees with me
What's it for? What? Reckless endangerment.
because it's a hazard. It's a hazard. Yeah. Selfish.
I'm coming to the next snowstorm and just piling snow on Mario's car. You remember when Grandma we used to make a lot of money when it would snow. Remember the Blizzard Boys? Remember Blizzard Boys? We used to just get two snow blowers, a couple guys shoveling, and go house to house. But remember, we used to stop here for Grandma, and we'd shovel. Mario's family still thinks they live in Ozone Park. They have so much concrete around their houses; it's insane. We're here one winter, and we're in the middle of like breaking our asses, and Grandma goes, "If I got you a ladder, would you clear the snow off the roof? It's leaking." I'm like, and the best part is Mario's not around to do it either.
I'm at school.
Yeah, you're at school. I was like, you know what? Sure, Grandma. We go up there, bro. I was up to my knees in snow, getting the snow off the roof. And you know she's like downstairs, like down, like I'm like, Grandma, go inside. It's cold. Coaching me through it.
Yeah, she's Don't get me started on that woman.
No, she's amazing.
Talk about these chairs quick. I know we mentioned it last time. What's up? Where do we get these chairs from?
Hey, man, again, we're gonna shout out our boys, Dalton over at Zip Chair, at Zip Chair on Instagram. Anything you guys need, all fully customizable. You can make a couple different chairs with a couple different zippers. Nice leather over here. We got the oven, the smoke ring embroidered. It was nice and quick, man. It only took like a week and a half, 2 weeks after production. So anything you guys want customized, your favorite baseball team, your favorite football team, baseball season is in season now. Pitchers and catchers reported 2 days ago. So anything you guys want, favorite team, even if it's just your business logo, your podcast logo, Zip Chair is the way to go. And talk about our boy Squints over here. Squints came out with a new little novelty.
This is Orbit Deck. What do we got here?
Ooh, you opened yours, huh?
Yeah, I opened mine.
Mine's staying closed.
I'm going to play with mine. So the Orbit Deck
what?
on Instagram, they collabed with Squints,
This is amazing.
who we had on season 1 last year. Great guest. We're big fans of the Sandlot, so that was a surreal experience for us. But we'll picture these on the screen. We got some pretty cool playing cards dedicated to Squints. Really cool stuff. And when I saw it on Instagram, I had to buy it.
Yeah, you sent it right to me, man. Yo, these cards are awesome, man.
Yeah.
Look at the
They
kings,
got the
queens,
L7 weenie.
You see the king, the queen, and the jack, the face cards?
Yeah.
That's sick. Oh my god, we're gonna get a better video of these with another camera. But oh my god,
Yeah. Shout out to Squints.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Orbit Deck.
Chauncey, you guys are killing these, man. These look awesome.
And that's a wrap. Like I always say, there's always an open seat for you at the oven.
Yes, sir. We out.
Keep it cooking in the